Hello everybody. If you want all the story's content in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short story 873, The Storage Room. Intermediate. Maya worked at a large museum in a busy city. She was responsible for checking and recording items that arrived from different parts of the country. Most days were predictable. Boxes arrived, forms were completed, and everything was carefully stored. One rainy Tuesday morning, a delivery driver brought a small wooden crate to the museum. The crate was old and carried no company logo. A paper label was attached to the side, but the writing had become difficult to read. Maya examined the paperwork that came with the crate. According to the documents, it contained a collection of ceramic bowls from a local farming community. The museum had recently agreed to display them in a special exhibition. She signed the delivery form and carried the crate to the storage room behind the exhibition hall. The room was filled with shelves containing paintings, sculptures, and historical objects waiting to be displayed. As Maya lifted the crate onto a shelf, she noticed something unusual. One side of the crate was slightly loose. Curious, she gently pushed the wooden panel. It moved a few centimeters and revealed a narrow compartment hidden inside. Maya frowned. The paperwork mentioned only the bowls. There was no reference to a secret compartment. Inside the space was a thin leather folder. It looked very old. Maya carefully removed it and opened the cover. The folder contained several handwritten letters. The paper had turned yellow with age, but the writing remained clear. The letters were written by a farmer named Thomas nearly 100 years earlier. During her lunch break, Maya read through them. Thomas described life in the countryside during difficult economic times. He wrote about poor harvests, long working days, and worries about supporting his family. Yet the letters were not sad. They were full of determination and hope. In one letter, Thomas explained that he had created a small community fund. Every family contributed a little money wherever possible. The fund helped anyone facing hardship. If a farmer lost crops during a storm or became ill, the community provided support. Maya found the final letter especially interesting. Thomas wrote that the community fund had become successful and had helped dozens of families survive difficult years. He hoped future generations would continue helping one another in the same spirit. The next day, Maya showed the letters to the museum director. He was fascinated by the discovery. Historians examined the documents and confirmed that they were genuine. News of the letters spread quickly. Local newspapers published articles about Thomas and the farming community. Many readers were inspired by the story of neighbors supporting one another during hard times. The museum decided to include the letters in the exhibition alongside the ceramic bowls. Visitors spent hours reading them. Some even left written comments describing similar experiences in their own families. Several months later, a local charity learned about Thomas's community fund. Inspired by the letters, its leaders created a new project to help families facing financial difficulties. Donations arrived from businesses, schools, and private citizens. On the first anniversary of the exhibition, the museum held a special event. The charity announced that it had already helped hundreds of people. Maya attended the event and listened as speakers described the positive impact of the project. As she looked at the display of bowls and letters, she thought about the rainy morning when the crate had arrived. A hidden compartment had revealed more than old documents. It had uncovered a story of kindness that still influenced people many decades later. When the event ended, Maya walked through the exhibition one final time. The letters would soon be transferred to a permanent archive where they would be preserved for future generations. Their journey was complete, and their message would continue long into the future. If you learned a new word today, please make sure to subscribe so you can practice again next time. Vocabulary notes. Predictable, meaning if something is predictable, it happens in a way that you expect. There are no surprises because the pattern is familiar. Example, most days were predictable. This means Maya's workdays usually followed the same routine and she generally knew what would happen. Similar words: expected, routine, foreseeable, regular, unsurprising. Extra example: the journey to work was predictable because the bus followed the same route every day. Compartment, meaning a compartment is a separate section or enclosed space inside something larger. It is often used for storage. Example, it moved a few centimeters and revealed a narrow compartment hidden inside. This means there was a secret space inside the crate that could hold objects. Similar words: section, division, chamber, space, enclosure. Extra example, she kept her passport in a small compartment inside her travel bag. Determination, meaning determination is the quality of continuing to work towards a goal even when things are difficult. Example, they were full of determination and hope. Although Thomas faced many problems, he remained strong and continued trying to improve life for his family and community. Similar words: perseverance, resolve, commitment, persistence, dedication. Extra example, with great determination, he studied every evening until he passed the examination. Hardship, meaning hardship refers to difficult conditions, especially involving money, work, health, or daily life. Example, the fund helped anyone facing hardship. The community fund provided support to people who were experiencing serious difficulties. Similar words: difficulty, struggle, adversity, suffering, trouble. Extra example, the family faced financial hardship after the factory closed. Preserved, meaning when something is preserved, it is protected and kept in good condition so it can continue to exist for a long time. Example, the letters would soon be transferred to a permanent archive where they would be preserved for future generations. This means the letters would be carefully protected so that people in the future could still read them. Similar words: protected, maintained, conserved, safeguarded, saved. Extra example, the ancient documents were preserved in a special temperature-controlled room. Story written by ChatGPT. Image created by ChatGPT. To read, see all the story's content in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. CC Music, Drifting at 432 Hz, Unicorn Heads.